tell you stop, okay? Go, 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 okay. Okay. So you've blown a fail. Okay, so now you're under arrest for impaired operation of motor vehicle. Okay? And at this point in time, it's just that. If there's any deaths or injuries, then that charge will change. Do you understand? Okay. Let me just, before you put her in. Yep.
I don't feel good.
We'll get you some water and stuff and some medical attention. First, I just need to redo this, okay? Okay, so I'm arresting you for impaired operation of a motor vehicle. You have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay. You may call any lawyer you wish. Legal aid duty counsel is available to provide you with immediate legal advice free of charge and can explain legal aid plan to you. I can provide you with the number and you can call them free of charge. Do you understand? I need a verbal. Okay, and do you wish to contact a lawyer now?
I want my mom.
Okay, do you want to contact a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
She hit me.
Okay. Also, I have reasonable grounds to believe that your ability to operate a motor vehicle is impaired by alcohol, and in accordance with the criminal code, I demand that you provide samples of your breath for analysis, and that you accompany me for the purposes of providing such samples. These samples will be analyzed on an approved instrument. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, and you need not say anything. You have nothing to fear from any promise of favor, nothing to fear from any threat, whether or not you say anything. Anything you do say may be used as evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, you said you didn't feel well. Do you want the medics to come and see you? Okay.
My name is Paul Insurrection. I'm the detachment commander at Biggar. And what you just witnessed here is it's a mock collision, right? Obviously to simulate an impaired driving scenario. And as you can see, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of emergency personnel and emergency services personnel that have to attend these things. And then there's some that you're not going to get a chance to see that actually also attend. So I'll just explain sort of what happened here. Obviously, the scenario was there was a two-vehicle collision here. There was somebody that was arrested, identified as the driver of the vehicle. Obviously, we have to do that if we're going to be successful at charging somebody or laying a charge for impaired driving. In this case, it's impaired driving causing death. And we have one person that's also injured, so that would be impaired driving causing bodily harm. Okay? The person that's in custody would not typically stay here. Okay? For the purposes of this, they did. But where they're off to next, depending if they can provide a breath sample or not, we are detachment. If they're incapable of providing a breath sample, if they're in a brace or something like that, then we take blood from them. Okay? We have to, within 3 hours, make a determination whether or not the person that we have was driving, okay, and that they were impaired and rash driving. So obviously our investigator who made the arrest has to take in a lot of information in a very short time. Obviously, we see bottles, we see liquors, people are reacting, they're emotional, but we've got to be able to smell, we've got to be able to identify who is driving, the circumstances behind the collision are very important, and at the end of the day, there's reasonable grounds to believe that the female that we arrested was the driver, so she will be charged. In this case, she is capable of providing breath samples. She'd be taken back to our detachment for that purpose, as well as a phone call with the lawyer and things of that nature. In this case here, an impaired driving causing death, this person would not be released from custody. They'd have to be remanded. Our remand point is North Battleford, so they'd be spending time, considering it's a Friday, over the weekend at least, before they made a court appearance in North Battleford before a judge, probably Monday morning. Okay? And then whether or not, whatever the facts of the case are at that time, they'd either be released on several conditions or probably remanded further. What ends up happening here is you see a lot of officers that are doing a lot of things. So we have an arresting officer first on the scene. He's taking in, he's processing a lot of information. He makes the arrest. Somebody else is on scene, Constable Hathaway, was taking some scene photos. And also at the end of this, once bodies are removed and things of this nature, we've got to start evidence collection, okay? So that's what we were doing there towards the end. It doesn't matter if we've identified the driver. You got to keep in mind that if that person ran, like I know they did, we can't really determine that. So there's stuff at the scene that's going to help us at least confirm that yes, she was the driver. It's good that we have some witnesses maybe to tell us that, but evidence is key, okay? So we secured some evidence. EMS did their thing with the jaws of life used by the fire department that extracted the still living female patient, and also that's going to help us remove the body if it was trapped or whatever the deceased person. Other people that need to be here now are the coroner. The coroner is the only one that can determine that someone is deceased. So a coroner, I was making some phone calls. I have to contact my supervisor in Saskatoon, let them know what we have. I've got to call our collision analyst who does attend fatal collisions, and then we also call the coroner to make sure that they're rolling too. And once the coroner comes, then the funeral home would come and transport any of the deceased away as per whatever the wishes of the family would be. Very important too during this process that we keep media back. For the purpose of this, obviously Kevin was snapping pictures, but that would not happen, okay? There would be a safe point for media, all right? They'd have to be away from the scene to preserve the integrity of the investigation. But for this, he was allowed free access. So EMS takes the injured away. We would probably send an officer down to the hospital to check on them and also get a statement from them. Once we can confirm and absolutely 100% confirm who the deceased are, whether we know them personally, which has happened on occasion, unfortunately, we can identify them. We will notify the next of kin, which is usually mom and or dad or both or whatever. Okay? Those are tough conversations, I'm not going to lie to you. They're very emotional for the officers as well as the parents involved. Okay? So you can imagine us now having to transition from making an arrest here to now having to go and talk to the family and let them know that their daughter or son is now dead. Okay? And then it would be scene security until cleanup could arrive, which would be a tow truck and things of that nature there. The collision analyst would come, usually takes a couple hours for him to do his thing. He does some scene mapping, try to figure out how this collision happened. It's pretty obvious right now how it happened, but sometimes that's not the case. We have single vehicle rollovers that don't make sense to us. That's why we have people that have expertise to kind of